What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of 360 Speed. I hope that you are having a fantastic day, and today we'll be touching on the topic of Frosty with his exhaust. Now, I know my car's a little bit dirty still, but we will rectify that in a moment. And as you can see, Frosty has its wheels back, so it just looks mint again. Now I can get to show you again. The front chin spoiler looks amazing. It works nicely. So now we just need to do some side skirts one day because the rear diffuser is already on. And you can see the exhaust also looking good. A little bit dirty, so I might need to get that sorted out soon. But let me quickly show you under the bonnet. I definitely recommend Viper Performance exhaust. I'll put the link in the description down below. And if you've not checked out my previous video, quickly go have a look, and then you will see what I touched on and why I have been not on YouTube for quite a while. Let me quickly show you this amazing exhaust. Very highly recommended. Any car, they do awesome exhaust. Note, this is a full stainless exhaust, a 50mm setup right through. Still have two resonators, I'll show you that later, and a performance muffler. Everything performance orientated. Even though not a performance guy, I know, but let me quickly show you how beautiful and handy they work is. We're coming here to look under the bonnet. You'll see that I also have an engine cover now, and my intake is still there. My 3D printed model is still there, and this is what the exhaust look like. Nice beautiful branch that they built out. It's a 4x2x1 setup, but that's just a little bit of surface rust there, but that's not to worry, I'll be cleaning that off. Other than that, Frosty's engine made, this is pretty much what it looks like all the time. Trying to keep it clean, because you know you can't have things that looks dirty. That won't be accepted. As I said, this is a 4x2x1 branch, and you'll be able to see that Viper Performance, they have their logo on there. And then this runs all the way down in there at the bottom, and then it goes underneath, underneath the engine, and then out the back. At the back you can also see a little bit there at the bottom. There's where the join is, and then from the bottom you can see there is the forerunners going into 2, and then it goes to the rest of the system into 1. And then looking here at the back, you can see this is the performance muffler, and I did the dual tip, and this is both 76mm exhaust tips. And then as I showed, but you cannot see that really, you can Viper Performance there. We're able to see it much clearer. So there is the Viper Performance logo. Definitely recommend it. So guys, let me quickly give Frosty a proper cleanup, and then I can do some proper cinematics and let you hear what it sounds like. I have my beautiful fiance that is going to help me with the cold start. So she's going to cold start and then also do some flybys. I'm on camera duty. Let's see how Jody Schechter does. Alright. Give it a couple of revs. Might be 1.4, but it damn for sure looks good and sounds even better. And she's still babying it for the camera, so maybe I need to get behind the steering wheel and really stitch it. That is how proper Polo Vivo sounds. As you can hear, sitting in the car, I can have a decent conversation that I don't have to shout. That's how quiet it is in the car, except for the normal ambiance that you will get, because the Polos, the insulation isn't that much, if I can say that. It's just normal. It's a Polo Vivo. It's built on a certain budget, and the budget isn't, you know, that high. But I will definitely do a little bit of a naughty pull in the tunnel. Then you will be able to hear how this car actually sounds when you're inside the car. But this is just me driving normally, going through the gears. Everything is happy, normal, and no issues to report as to like the exhaust isn't very loud. There is no drone in the cabin. That's something that I was going for. You want a performance exhaust, but you don't want any drone in the cabin while you are stepping on it, because on a long road trip that can actually give you a headache. So definitely this is a must to have a resonator in the exhaust. The muffler or performance muffler at the back just helps to aid to the performance part, but also keep the sound nice, neat, and at the back where it should be. Next, what I want to talk about is, do I feel any performance gain with the exhaust? Well, my butt dyno certainly says my car is faster because I hear it's faster, but in essence, no. Any car that you do a performance exhaust on, you actually put a bigger exhaust to help it breathe better. You have to tune it according to the modifications that you do. Now, as you saw, my car has an exhaust and an intake upgrade. Even though I'm utilizing the standard air box that comes with the car, it has much more direct air and a higher volume of air coming into it. But that doesn't mean that the car automatically is going to be faster. Now, comparing my car to standard, like stock standard 1.4 Polos out there, it has a slight advantage, because when it gets to open up and gets to rev, now the Polos, as I've mentioned in previous videos, the Polo is limited to 5,250 RPM, so it doesn't rev quite all the way to the 6,000 RPM red line, but it still utilizes and gets the torque down and gets the power out as soon as you start reaching 5,000 RPM. Would I want to get it tuned? Yes, but it's not like, this is now speaking in terms of economy, it's not going to be economically sound. You can take a car and you can have a turbocharged car, or you can have a car with a bigger engine, i.e. a 1.8 or 2 liter naturally aspirated, put the same modifications on and you tune it, you're gonna reap much more benefits than a 1.4. Even though I would like to be the test dummy and actually do it, unfortunately, due to the financial constraints of the whole project, it's just something that's not going to work. So we're coming up to the tunnel now. I just want to do a little bit of a pull, going back into third gear, and then I'm going to do a pull outside. You can hear the exhaust slightly, just a little bit more, and it feels absolutely fine. You don't even feel the exhaust like you would in other cars where the exhaust is like droning and actually making life difficult for you. this is a very, very nice setup. So once again, thank you to Viper Performance for actually doing all the effort of research and R&D on the cars throughout the years, like starting with the Golfs and then moving over to like Audi platforms and such. And this was on recommendation of Solo from Works. This is where I got to actually do it. Okay, now in the tunnel, now we're gonna do a nice pull. Sorry about the dumbasses in the tunnel that actually roots. If you are one of them, but guys, as you heard, that is what the car sounds like, and it is actually phenomenal. It's really such a nice upgrade. I recommend it to anyone with a Polo Vivo out there. If you want to have the car just sound a little bit better already, go to Viper Performance and tell them, listen, I would like the same setup on my car as I have here with 360 speed, and they will definitely be able to help you. Now, it is a little bit more costly because it is a full stainless system instead of being a mild steel system. You can go for mild steel. I would just not recommend it because stainless at the end is a little bit lighter and it's a little bit more longer lasting, so the longevity of it will actually stay much nicer for longer. We're gonna do a little pull again, so let's find out what you guys think. And step. Works well, sounds nice. Again, not the fastest thing on planet, but to me it gets the job done. Might be a little bit slower than all my friends. That kind of is the slowest between all my friends. Shout out to all of you. But guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please remember to comment down below and visit the link down below if you want to have your Polo done. And make sure that you buckle up, keep it safe on the road, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.